Alright, so I want to go through real quick kind of how to set up your IV training pad. And you see we have the large one here and the smaller one. There's a couple different versions for each of them. Small one you can get with 3 vessels, or you can get with 4 vessels. We're sold out of those when I'm filming this, but here's an example on the large one. The small one will, the 4 vessel versions come with a pediatric size. So with these you have the lure lock plugs. So each of them will come with one for each side of each type of vessel. So if you get the 3 vessel small pad, you're going to get 2 of these for the adult, one to fit on each side. You see here one is seated here. All you do is take it and then plug it in to that side, and now that's in there and it'll seat nicely in there. So and then the large one, you see I have them already plugged in on both sides. I was doing some ultrasound guided IV videos earlier. If you get the flush kit, flush and flow kit, you're going to get a 3-way stopcock, 2 lure lock pressure ports. So they'll come in these little packages. You just peel them back, pop them off. So this is nice to actually have here because you can screw this on if you want. We also send you this red one, and I'll show you what that's for here in a second. So I'm going to show you on this small kit, but the one thing I want to show you on both real quick, I'm going to show you the setup on the small kit, but once you're done with one side, if you just flip them over, so flip them over, you actually get an extra set of sticks. So the nice thing about this is it's reversible. So once you've kind of got this side completely stuck up and it's leaking, you got so many holes because you got so many practice sets that it's just leaking, you can either get, we sell an extra piece that you can put on, so when you seat it back down it won't leak all over your table. Or if you don't want to get that, you can just get a piece of cellophane and put the cellophane on that side, and that will create a seal and prevent it from essentially leaking all over whatever you're practicing on. So large one, small one. I'm going to show you what to do on the small one. So once you've got the lure ports here, if you just get the IV kit without the flush and flow, this is what you're going to get. Send a red cap with it as well. You charge the red cap on one side, and then you take whatever size syringe you have, and you're going to fill it up with water, or if you have a food grade safe red dye, that's what we use here. If you need a example of some of that, I'll put it in the video link below. But you take this, essentially plug this up, leave this cap off, fill it up until this side drains over here, and then you cap it. So that's just the IV set itself. And you can essentially use this plunger over here to put pressure in that line. A lot of people like just that. I like the flush and flow. Because you take this port on one side, take this port with the 3-way stopcock on the opposite end. Off is to up. So this up one, or this top T here, is what I use to hook up IV tubing. So I'll hook up IV tubing as my drain. So now that I have this 3-way stopcock, I can plug it into this side here. I can put a syringe on this end. So what that does is I take a syringe on this end, and then I take a syringe on this end, and when I plug this one in over here, now when I fill this up, I can create pressure. You see where I've poked it before here, and if you notice this plunger's moving with it, now that's pressurized. Now when I cut off to this end here, so I'll leave this like this, those lure ports will maintain the pressure in. When I cut off this end right here, I can unplug this one because now this is how I pull the air out. Now I have pressure between these 2 ports. So I can feel essentially the vasculature right there. And these are nice about these, is if you take your finger perpendicular, you actually get the density difference of like a true vessel. Now, when I'm ready to flow, so let's say I do my cannulation here. So I take my IV, I'm just going to show you real quick. I do my IV here, I get it popped through, set my float, stop, pull back. Now and you see there's a little flash. I was using clear fluid, I got flash in there. Once I flow here, if I were to take this, hook it up, and push it through, if I turn this to off and I open up this upstream side where I would have my IV tubing, or you can just put a big syringe on this side as well, you can then push fluid from here and it'll go up and out. So that's one quick example of how you can set it up. If you have the lure port with the flash and flush kit, lure on this side, 3-way stopcock, charge the line, use a syringe on this end to burp it. So you pull the air out so it's just liquid inside, and then leave that side open until you're ready to flush, and then you open up the T-port to flow out. So we hope that helped, and we hope you enjoy our IV and POCUS kits.